Hey there YouTube! Well, today I wanted to show you all this 2000 Volkswagen Passat GLS V6 with 130,000 miles. You don't see many Passats of this generation still rolling out there. This example is in pretty good condition. It has the 2.8 liter V6 engine, 5-speed automatic, 195 65/15s and rear disc brakes. Typical Volkswagen design of that era and typical station wagon. There's also an all-wheel drive version available. It's called the 4Motion. And a look in the cargo area. There's no third row like in, let's say, a Taurus wagon, which has third row seat which faces this direction. The CD changer right there, 6-disc. Notice the magazine. Looks like an Alpine. Oh yeah, Alpine setup right there. Jack seems to be stored right under the CD changer. First aid kit, which is missing. You can see the cross right there. 2 power outlets, and we should find a spare tire down below. Full-size spare. Seats do fold down. Let me at least fold one of them down to use an example later. And you'll have a nice flat floor. I forgot mentioning that depending on the market, this body style Passat is known as the B5 generation, which ran from 96 to 2005. You can see inside, very clean. Of course it's not perfect. You can see the seat de-stitched right here. It's not powered, but it does elevate up and down somewhat over here. Lumbar support and the backrest, you can see crank style. Not a huge fan of that. Qualities are pretty good up here. Everything's just cushiony. This would have been soft, but the pad receded, and you can see how it's just sagging. The plastic over here, which is painted, all scratched up, and the door pocket down below. But one thing to note is that this is actually padded somewhat here. The key fob is missing, so really can't show you a demo of that. Let me just get down and dirty showing you all this car. Now, in terms of comfort, these seats are on the firm side, though they are very supportive. You can notice how it's bolstered nicely on the side for your torso and the bottom section as well, so you're just hugged into this seat. Again, the crime shame is that it's quite firm. Thigh support isn't too bad if you adjust the seat downwards a little bit, but I don't prefer sitting so low to the ground like that. This is a little bit on the fat side, so my leg does rub against over here somewhat. In one sense, it does feel like a small car. Interior qualities weren't bad, but they had trouble standing up to time. The dashboard is very cushiony. I've noticed many of these VWs where parts of the dashboard would warp, especially the generation that succeeded this. There's a glove box over here. It's on the tiny side. It's more like a little slit, little cup holder rests. Not recommended if this car's in motion. Hazards, heated seats, and these are cloth seats too, and they're heated. Rear defogger, traction control, radio, has cassette, and of course you have the CD changer in back. The climate control, very simple. It's not dual zone, nor does it have automatic functions. The cup holder, just push away. The wood trim fell off. Oops. Yeah, involves lots of effort to get this thing out. Tall drinks aren't recommended. You can see it really doesn't have too much clearance there. Yeah, again, German cars and their cup holders. It just never worked out. And this car is a smoker. Just look at that cigarette lighter. This car utilizes the 5-speed automatic Tiptronic. You can see manual shift mode, up, down. The first few years of this gearbox really wasn't reliable. When it came to Volkswagens and their automatics, reliability was just quite lousy, especially throughout the 90s and early 2000s. Everything here has a very plastic and hard-to-the-touch feel. E-brake. Pop up the armrest over here, you have more trays. Dislodge the fuel filler lid. It is cushiony on top. You have little storage in there. Very creaky. It does adjust upwards, like so. Push over here to retract it back down. See that little button? And it does stay locked upright until you push this button. Steering wheel's nicely thick all the way around. It's not leather wrapped. You have the intermit speed wipers, and also for the rear wiper, as this car has a rear wiper mounted in back. Cruise control on and off switch on the turn signal lever. Steering wheel does tilt and telescope. Just latch it right there, like so. You can see up, down, move it towards me. Panel dim function, headlamps, and pull for fogs. headliners on the cushiony side. Oh shit, handles are damped. And rotate this dial to work the sunroof, which works perfectly. Map lights over here. The sun visor with its mirror and vanity lights. Everything works perfectly. It is very sturdy. I forgot mentioning the power mirror switch. They are heated, as indicated right there. And notice materials are identicals up front, carries over. Everything's just sagging over here. So common to find on Volkswagens. The seat 60/40 split fold. Legroom actually isn't too bad, just even on the driver's side where I have the seat adjusted to where I prefer. Both seats are adjusted pretty much in the same position. It's just the design of the backrest. You can see how it inserts over here somewhat, and so it does add more room to the back seat, so that was very clever of them. Notice the front seat again. Better view of everything. The sunroof down towards the shifter in the center console. Down here, little tray, and another lousy cup holder. It completely broke out. Oh gosh. And Volkswagen's 2.8 liter V6, 30 valves, so it has 5 valves per cylinder. Very clean engine design. You can see they put lots of attention to detail in here. Kind of reminds you of Audi, so it's very attractive. 190 horsepower, which was pretty good those days. Actually a very pleasant engine to listen to. Very rev happy. Windows closed. It sounds a little loud and it has a trucky engine sound to it, but it's very sweet to listen to. Very aggressive. Anyways, YouTube, I just wanted to show you around this car. It's just not that often you run into them anymore, and this one is in pretty decent shape despite the few things that you see here and there that are broken and minor little details throughout the interior. But anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this tour.